Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Dix back with a live stream. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a live stream. I'm just getting some things set up, waiting for people to come in. Um, Again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Oops, sorry, y'all. Trying to move some things around. Um, and while I'm getting stuff situated, I will give everyone time to come in so we can see what is going on. I'm trying a different view on a different monitor. Yeah, so as y'all can see, I have on a Piggly Wiggly t-shirt. Um, I'm not advertising for them, but I saw the shirt. So down here in the South, people like Piggly Wiggly, so I decided to get a t-shirt. So but yes, come on in and we will get started in a couple of minutes. Just comment, let me know. I've been posting, not a lot of videos, but I've been posting a good sector. I did a car video yesterday and posted it. Then I had some other stuff come out. I'm getting a video edited, and I thought about it while I'm driving. I'll just record videos, if I'm out on the weekend or so. So it's a good way to stay interactive with everyone on my Instagram, on my LinkedIn. I just have a lot of moving parts going on. We are doing some great things, and you all will see the hard work that is put into everything. So that's where I've been recently. But if you follow my LinkedIn and Instagram, my Instagram name is King of Automation _AI. Oh, I'm also on TikTok, the same name. Reach out to me. The links are in the videos at Dr. Dix, my website. And also there are some links to where you can book a consultation. So for those of y'all coming in, just comment. Let me know if you can hear and see me. I checked everything. I decided to do about a hour-long stream tonight. Just to see how everybody is going, getting the camera straightened out here up in the country, and just taking care of myself and doing other things. So you can see from the title, I know we all been seeing in the news recently the information and the stuff going on with the averted government shutdown, but there has been some AI news, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we could take a look at this. So I know y'all saw a couple of weeks ago where Elon Musk and I think it was the guy that created OpenAI, they were at the White House meeting. And one of the biggest things, hey, how you doing, Brandy? One of the biggest things was they were talking about civilization, AI and civilization. So let me find that story. Yeah, this wasn't back in April. Yeah, so this was a couple of weeks ago when they met, and they were talking about a referee for AI. So whether y'all know it or not, there is really no one that is currently governing artificial intelligence. And the scary part is with all these, yeah, let's see if CNBC will let me see it. So what it is, we need some type, yeah, I don't have anything blocking. I don't know why this thing is saying this. I hate this. But I'm gonna just talk about it. They were talking about how there needs to be a referee. There is really no governing body for artificial intelligence right now. We are all learning and figuring out how it works. Even the NSA has just came up with a department of board. I saw, yeah. So the NSA has a AI security center to open. So that's already scary because they already spy on everybody anyway. If y'all don't know about the National Security Agency, If you remember a couple of weeks ago, you had to, not weeks ago, years ago, you had the guy Edward Snowden that was talking about the prison programs and how they get people's information. So this is pretty scary for them to get into it. I'm gonna be honest. Not many people have a trust for the internet, right? Not the internet, the government right now. But so if the NSA is going to get into it, you'll have a CIA, etc. So that's just some of the recent news. But the biggest thing is the strikes that are going on right now. And if you follow my LinkedIn page, one of the things is many of these people's jobs are going to be automated. And what we call this is, it is called advanced manufacturing. In my research, I wrote 4 or 5 years. I wrote that dissertation in 2020. I remember in 2018 and 19 gathering information in Kentucky and I think it was Tennessee. They use advanced manufacturing. Advanced manufacturing is what they use in many of these facilities, and this can replace these workers. The scary thing is what the people are asking for. I'm a advocate for wages, but we all have to be realistic. There is no way you're going to get a 4-day work week and a 46% increase in your salary. That will be lovely for everybody. Now I can understand about 20% or something, but 46%. And then they wanted the 4-day work week. I can understand them wanting COLA, which is cost of living adjustments, but some of their requirements, nah. But one of the things is they tried back in the end of July, the guy Sean, what's his name? Sean Fain, I think this is his name. Yeah, said that we tried to meet with the companies back in July, the end of July, so we could avert this. I don't think people realize this strike is not going anywhere anytime soon. And if our government and if we had politicians that were more focused on what's going on here than other places, they will see the longer this strikes goes on, the more that this can ruin the automotive industry. Many people do not know when they build EV vehicles, it does not take that many people to put those vehicles together. It is, I think, 20 to 40% less people. I don't know the exact number, but it's 20 to 40% less labor to put one of those cars together. And then when we're talking about ICB, internal combustion, if we're going to EV vehicles, which are about $60,000 to $70,000, which the average person cannot afford, and many of the companies are taking a loss even building the vehicle. So the UAW is saying, well, the companies have made so many $1 billion already this year, we just want our cut. One of the things I want people to also remember, I was listening last night to Tesla. Elon Musk, there were other companies trying to form a union, but Tesla and many of the EV companies do not have unions. I can guarantee you this will be the last time this happens because automation and artificial intelligence is coming into these facilities. Ford, Chrysler, they call it Stellantis, Chrysler and General Motors will not let this happen again. So what's happening is the other companies are seeing this and saying we can't have that happen. So what we're going to do is get ahead of the curve and start to focus on artificial intelligence and automation. I want people to realize we're about to be in a very technological driven world. This technology is going to be factored in everything. You cannot get around this. So other people are going to get bright ideas and how companies are going to get around. How companies are going to get around this. They're going to go ahead and automate. That's exactly what is happening because to my knowledge, this fund only has $825 million and all of the people that are striking are getting $500 a week. And many of the 3 companies are blocking the people from getting unemployment because they're saying you're voluntarily just walking off of your job. So they're fighting to not let them get unemployment. But the bad thing is you have people that have no, dog in the fight or fight in the dog, whatever that saying is. They are laid off and now they're only getting unemployment. So there's problems on each side of this. So what I want people to remember is technology is going to eliminate a lot of things, but you still have time to prepare. And California, even with their minimum wage, is going to usher in more automation. Hey, how you doing, Journey to Jasmine? Yes. So at the beginning of the year, California is passed recently to make their minimum wage $20 per hour. And I can tell you what's going to fix that problem. It's called automation, especially fast food workers. Oh, that is a prime candidate. Um, Back in the day, fast food workers were for kids in college, kids in high school. I don't know why you want to flip burgers and get $20 an hour. Many of these jobs, what's going to happen? They're going to cut the workforce because they're not going to have that many people on. Somebody will say, well, I could get $20 an hour to work at McDonald's, but you only get 4 hours a week. There's an upside and there's a downside to it. So this is it. Y'all, if you like me when you were younger, you would go get those self-serve drink machines. Everybody has done it. That I'm getting a cup of water, but you got soda. They're trying to cut down on waste and also giving out 10,000 packets of ketchup. The times I've gotten fries from there, they charge now for condiments. But you've noticed the workers just reach down in the bag and just give you everything. Said, man, all I needed was 3 or 4, and you throw half of them out. So it's going to be some tough times in California, and that automatic waitress, that machine, the Rosie, as we'll call it, if you've seen the Jetsons, is on the way. So the economy, I don't know if y'all saw this too, but evictions are on the rise. These memorandums have ended. Today is the first student loan payment started back. It's about to get real out here. This is what we've been preaching for the longest. So for the people out there that play games, as they said, you got to render unto Caesar. And I'm pretty correct. This should be New England. Yeah, Nebraska. My bad. State terminology. So even Nebraska in the Midwest, they're about to get rid of people. In high rent prices are draining the budgets of many Nebraska renters who are paying 30 to 50% of their income on rent. The first 6 months of 2023 saw almost more than 1,400 more cases than last year. People are not going to let you sit in their home and not pay for anything. You are not going to just sit around and do nothing. You are going to have to pay. So what people are arguing and saying, many of the landlords were able to get money, and they got COVID money, but all the COVID money is ran out. I'm gonna go to the next thing about the daycare centers, the 70,000+ daycare centers that are that are at risk of closing because the COVID funds ended yesterday. So we have a lot going on. So Nebraska is evicting people. I want people to think about this. Let me go to the COVID funds for daycares. Yeah, and the Medicare. Let's see. So you have daycares that are about to lose their funding. Let me put the 200. So daycares preparing to lose COVID funding. Millions in COVID-19 pandemic relief money is pretty much gone. On September 30th. The rescue plan money is gone. So in Tennessee, there was roughly $540 million in grants that was given to agencies. This is just Tennessee. We're not even talking about other places. So not only did that end, there was extra SNAP benefits that ended. There was extra Medicare that ended. I don't know if people just think that this money was just going to keep flowing like a water spout, like water flowing. Things have ended. That's it. And people should have just prepared to say, hey, you know what? I really need to make sure that we get things in order. So a program that saved childcare for millions is expiring. Now what? Because I was reading that a lot of women are going back to work. It has something to a lot of women went back to work. So we're going to pull that up, but that ties in with this too. So now that all the COVID funds have ended, that are going to end, is $24 billion worth of child care funding. One of the last remaining COVID-19 emergency plans is set to expire. Yeah. So I just want people to realize, yeah, here it is right here, 70,000. Here it is right here. I've cited an estimate from the liberal think tank, the Century Foundation, stating that 70,000 child care programs will likely close, resulting in 3.2 million children losing access to care. So I don't know what people were really thinking, that these programs just could. What people don't realize, we have people working in the economy, but we don't have a lot of people working. The times I've traveled, I see people always on the road. Gas is $4 a gallon, y'all, and people are still traveling. The price of crude oil, I saw last week, a barrel of crude oil is over $100 for one barrel. We'll look that up. All that ties into the topic of what I have up here. So we're going to go to the women and daycare centers, women and daycare, because that was a big thing too. So the women workers could bear economic brunt as federal child care ends. This is in Iowa. So I want people to realize, those big cities y'all live in, think about it. You have these small towns in Iowa, I think that's how you say it. Yeah. That are in the problem. So this is what is here. Many of those daycare centers, I don't know if they were sitting around not asking for additional funds, but somebody should have told them, hey, this money is going to end in the next couple of months. Y'all need to do something. Yeah. And they have to have child care centers. So I don't know how they're going to fix that. But yeah. Even Latina child care centers, y'all know they just did a valuation of the Latino population. I think they have $2.8 trillion of spending power. I'm gonna Google that. Y'all be, whether y'all know it or not, I'm watching the news every day, researching something. So the bad part is, if these child care centers close, they employ people too. So where are these people going to get jobs at? So this is a ripple effect. Let's see, Latinos spending power. I think the other day they said 2.8 trillion. 2.6 trillion. Let's go to news. Yeah. 3.2 trillion. My bad, y'all. I was wrong. So the Latino economy has 3.2 trillion. That is a lot of money. And it's going to continue to get higher. We could have a topic offline of why they have all the money and power. You know, I could tell you, for one of the things is they have a superior work ethic and they know how to invest their money. I just wanted to show y'all that. The reason why I like to show people stuff is because I don't want people to think, oh, I'm making this up. Everything y'all I've said tonight, I'm pulling up the articles, factual information. So if y'all got grandparents out there, and people, with this stuff, SNAP benefits ending. Oh, I didn't see this. So y'all, this is new to me. Work requirement to begin for SNAP food stamp benefit. Oh, let's see what this is. I didn't know this. Okay. Some SNAP recipients are dealing with a bloat of their benefits. With pandemic ending this spring, some food stamps, blah blah blah. Now, New York, in New York, you got to work to get benefits. Okay, to receive SNAP, but 70 other Vermonters. That article, I hate when people write articles like that. Get to the point. Okay, here we go right here. This is the article. There's been a spike in Americans skipping meals. So what y'all going to see also happen is places like, get off the screen. I don't even have an ad blocker on. Hold up. Excuse me. Okay, now let's see if it'll let it come through. Okay, so there's been a spike in Americans since the end of the pandemic era. So a lot of these benefits y'all are going to end this month, or they ended in September. But food banks, if y'all been watching the news, like the Golden Harvest Food Bank and these places that serve these meals, are getting an influx of people. Yeah. So more Americans are skipping meals 6 months after the end of the pandemic. We have food insecurity. So eating less. So it was something too that was going to end too. We all know that there is food insecurity. Let me see. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So hold on. It's September 1st. Okay. I might have to do that in another stream. But that's about to shut down. Okay, there was something else about Medicare benefit. Medicare, let's see, Medicare, COVID. Medicare, COVID ending. I know there was some extra stuff that was going to be ending for people. Now I can't find it when I saw this stuff. But the overall thing, I saw the comment Jasmine wrote, everyone say child care is very expensive. Okay. Now it's talking about the government shutdown, which we don't have, but there was the end of COVID emergency. Let's see if I can find it for y'all. But there was some stuff that was ending pretty soon, but we'll come back to it. But what I want people to realize is the economy and the world we're living in. Please get right with yourself. Please, if you need extra money, cut down on your debts because it is real out here. I don't know. Eric has said it. I watched Anton's videos and he has said it. People that came on Erica's channel has said it. People I've talked to have said it. I don't know why people are not seeing the writing on the wall. You know, we're out here. I said it in the live stream yesterday, the video. We were about Jenny Ma. We were in about Papoose when life is here. Those people are millionaires. They don't have the problems we have. And this is serious business out here. So for all of y'all that crude oil, I'm pretty sure it's crude oil price. Let's see. It was about 100 over a barrel. Yep. So, because y'all know overseas, Saudi Arabia, the prince them said they were going to stop producing about 1 to 2 million barrels a day. Y'all know all of this is still to try to force people to go buy electric vehicles, which I have my views on those. So gas is going to be $4 a gallon everywhere. I mean, wherever you at, it probably already is $4 a gallon. But with all the stuff I just listed, daycare centers closing, minimum wage and automation, the UAW, the SNAP benefits, jobs having to lay people off because of inflation, and crude oil is going to get over $100 a barrel. It is there. You know, they say they switched to the summer blend, which is a bunch of crap, but yeah, it was 96.01 per barrel on Friday. Y'all know it's gonna get $100 over. What's going about to happen? It's gonna cost you a lot of money to heat your house in the next couple of the next month or so, depending on where you live at. When it really turns, it's fall when winter comes. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, just now. Saudi Arabia and Russia pledged to respectively remove 1 million barrels of production a day, 1 million barrel per day of production, and 300,000 barrels per day of exports to the end of this year. That impacts everybody because y'all know there are so many things refined from crude oil. Every time we have an election season come up, gas gets high. But when you go to put gas in your car now, you should notice the price. I don't see everybody riding around on big trucks. I don't see people on HEVs. I don't see people traveling like they used to because nobody has money. All that showboating, you know, people were running around like saying, I got it. Nope, they don't have it. So for those of us that work hard, finally, we will be able to shine because it is expensive. Dog, I'm out here misspelling stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Flight prices. I don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. Okay, if let me correct myself. The ticket price is about to go up too. Jet fuel prices spiked by 5%. So y'all know who they're gonna pass that cost off to on to the rest of us. So I recommend if you want to travel somewhere for the new year or you want to do something in the future, pretty soon go ahead and buy your ticket before the prices go up. Because when the jet fuel goes up, they pass it on to us. Yep. United, Southwest, Alaska signal the rising crude oil will affect their bottom line. So y'all know how they're gonna make up the bottom line. They're gonna raise the ticket prices. Rental cars go up, everything goes up. So yeah. Whew. And inflation. Everybody, when you go to the grocery store, don't you just cry right now? Yeah, I do. They said the other week they were going to leave the what is it? They were going to leave the interest rates at the same mark. So inflation is ridiculous. You go to the grocery store now, yeah, you better go ahead and buy all your tickets. I don't know if Beyonce got a whatever concert, but I do recommend y'all right now why crude oil before it gets higher. Go ahead and buy your flight tickets. I think you could buy a ticket almost a year in advance, depending on where you're going. But yeah. Yeah, prices are rising. I could tell y'all, man, I eat very healthy. Y'all know I shopped at Publix. And hey, how you doing, Christian? Yeah, I shop at Publix sometimes, and Lord, the food is better, but those prices, yeah, they won't let me see the article, but it's expensive everywhere. It is pressure on everybody right now. They can say inflation cooling all they want to. Man, tell me about that when you go to the grocery store and you have $70 and you only have 4 bags worth of stuff. Because I buy like the 215 load on the Arm & Hammer. I've switched to the powder, and you can get it from Home Depot. The first time I bought it, I think it was like $23. I bought one last night. It was like $34, but you get 215 loads out of the commercial size one. So this is where we're at. I just want people to realize, get your life together. Tell your friends, tell your family. Thanksgiving is next month. Let's see. Y'all know I can guarantee it's gonna be about 20% more to buy them turkeys. So one of the good things, if you like to fry turkeys, go ahead and get that Luana oil, that peanut oil. I highly recommend it. Go ahead and get it. Yep. And y'all gonna notice places like Dollar General, Family Dollar, those places are gonna have more cars around them because we live in a lot of food deserts in the rural South where I live at and other places because food is too high. Whether people know it or not, for somebody to put $15 in their car, 4 times 3 is 12. You're only getting 3 gallons of gas. And then to go to a store to spend $150, a lot of people do not have that kind of money. So what I recommend to people to do is pay your debts down, get extra jobs, stop spending money when you don't have to. Don't travel unless you really need to. I mean, you're going to travel, but I recommend too, if you're going to travel for fun this year, the next time you travel for fun should be New Year's. 2 trips should be left for the rest of the year because it's expensive. Unless you can drive, I mean, unless you have a car that gets good gas mileage, but hotel rooms are expensive everywhere. Y'all know what? Let's look at Motel 8, Motel 6 hotel room prices. I'm pretty sure they done went up from that $59.99. Let's see. That's close to where. Let's see. Super 8. Y'all know this used to be where Tom Bodette would say, we'll leave the light on for you. Let's just see. What? Let's say Charlotte. Charlotte, North Carolina. Get off the screen. I didn't put no Charlotte, France in here. Yeah, because this used to be like this used to be like where people didn't have any, they needed some place to stay. They could stay here. Let's just see 2 nights here. Let's see what the price is. See if they getting over on people. Oh, Wyndham owns Super 8. It probably not went up a lot. $71 a night. That's a lot of money. Y'all and we all know too, they ain't counting all those taxes and fees they add in there too. So I just did Charlotte because it's about 2 hours and some change away from me. But yeah. Let's see too. That's why in the title, y'all, I was talking about Audible in life. Audible. Because now it's crunch time. You gotta have that playbook. You gotta know how to draw things up. It's real out here. Let's just put money in search news. Let's see. Let's look at food prices. I saw what Jasmine wrote. Yeah. And then y'all know the United States sent $113 billion to Ukraine altogether, right? Since that war started last February, we've sent them over 100 billion. I think it's about $113 billion. Yeah. Excuse me. Now, how is food inflation outside of the Fed's control? I don't know if y'all know this too, but the Federal Reserve is private. It is not part of the United States government. They are about to lay people off. I'll show y'all this. Yeah. Fed Reserve is laying people off. The people that control the money got to lay people off. What kind of crap? Yeah, the Federal Reserve is private. So the Federal Reserve is actually cutting jobs for the first time in more than a decade. They're cutting 300 jobs. Yeah. So the 21 regional banks y'all see across like Atlanta, if you get money, you'll see it stamped on there. So they got to lay off 300 people. Yeah. So let me show it to y'all. Federal Reserve, private. Yeah. So here it is right here. A lot of people, it is privately owned. Let's see. Where's it at? It is the central banking system. So basically, it is private right here. They're organized similar to private corporations. So it's a private, there's 12 banks, and they pretty much organized like a private company, pretty much can kind of do what they want to do. How do we have a private entity that's controlling the money? That's why people were trying to get Bitcoin and get everything else. Yeah, their jobs could be automated, Jasmine. There are several things, with forensic accounting, with auditing. Yeah, they use AI to do a lot of that. That's a very big possibility. But God knows the salary. Y'all know that. Let's see the salary of the Federal Reserve. Maybe we should all try to get a job there in the future. I wonder, is it a job where you got to know somebody to know somebody? Do they post it? I hope the people that now the Federal Reserve don't print the money, the U.S. Mint prints it. Look at this. Come on. So y'all printing all that money. Look at these salaries. Let's see. Minimum, maximum. Man, that ain't even a lot of what? That I don't know how true that is. So Jerome Powell, y'all get $201,000 a year. It just said it right here when my computer finished loading. Yeah, he gets 203, but that's from 2019. I know this guy gets more money than this. It's the power. It's kind of like a Supreme Court justice. It's not about the salary. It's about the power. Mm. 7 board members can serve a 14-year term, but they may not be reappointed. Wow. Hell of a damn benefit. I wonder what the benefit package look like. So we have covered AI news, the economy, and learning how to audible in life. It is just it's just a real game right now. And I was seeing where they were talking about oh yeah, because y'all know this week we'll get the latest job numbers, how many they added. Y'all know when they add too many numbers, they're trying to get the Biden administration not to keep adding jobs. That's why inflation. I don't know if y'all know this, but the goal of inflation is to cut people from having money to spend. Y'all know the age-old question: should everybody in America have money, or should just some have it and give it to everybody else? What's the problem is now? Too many people have money and they sitting on it, so they need to get rid of it. Yeah, this is a big thing. I put this on my LinkedIn. This is one of the first things I told people. If you work in the human resource field, automation, AI, whatever you want to call it, it's coming for your job. And Google got rid of people. Why do we need to pay somebody all that money to read somebody's resume? We could let AI do it, or we could pay somebody less money. That's not a sign they don't need people. They just don't need to pay people all that money to be a recruiter. And if you go on my LinkedIn page, I talk about this is a sign of things to come at a lot of places. This is why, look, they doubled down on their investments in artificial intelligence. So they're cutting money to invest into AI. What I tell folks in any video, or if y'all have heard me speak in person, the days of doing easy tasks are over. But somebody will say, well, Patrick, being a recruiter, it's hard work. I said it has mentally tough work, but it's something to where if we learn what you do enough with machine learning, we can have somebody else screen it. We could have AI generate the resume, not generate the resume. Well, you could have AI generate a resume. You can have AI generate a pay scale. I mean, we need people to check it, but we don't need that many people to do all that recruiting. These people are cutting money, and these people are trying to trim the fat, as we say, because employees are the biggest expense at a company. Cisco, y'all know they big with networks. 2 weeks ago, they cut 350. Goldman Sachs. So then y'all saw with the writer's strike, the people are finally going back to work. Many of the shows are coming back. Y'all just feel like, just like I feel, many of those shows, those late night talk shows, were not talking about anything anyway. Half of them you don't even miss. So NPR, North Carolina Furniture Makers. I'm running this Thomasville, you know, that expensive furniture. Let's see, it's this Thomasville or Ash. What's the other expensive furniture? Let's see, this is yeah, Taylorsville. I never heard of this place. Yeah. Mm. The thing now is with people working remotely, people not buying houses. That's another thing. Home prices. You know, people can't afford a house, they can't afford the furniture. Yeah. Here we go right here. If you looking for a house, y'all remember Erica, I think, said this about 2 years ago. Telling people to try to buy a house. Homes are affordable, 90% in the nation for average American. Not everybody can afford a $450,000 house. So I drive by now, y'all, in the country out here, and now I'm starting to see signs. Even people that are realtors are nervous. I'm like, nobody's affording no home, buying no house right now. The average person does not make that kind of money. The average income earner is $71,000 a year. And I think that is pushing it. I think the average person from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, it was about 50. Average person cannot afford a home right now. The average home is $407,000. We're going to look at some homes. Yeah, the rate is 7. Y'all know they're trying to prevent people from buying. So the people that can afford those homes are people that make a lot of money, and people like from up north that can sell their house for like $1.5 million. And the people that can come down here in the South, because where I live at in the country, people putting horses on the road. People buying like 10 or 15 acres. If y'all haven't noticed this, people are getting out of the cities and they buying big plots and they building like a little medium house and fencing everything else in. Because the only thing that prevents a lot of people from living in the country is food and internet. Well, long as fiber internet gets everywhere, broadband, people gonna be able to live anywhere. So when I see people like, I'm still a realtor, I'm like, who's buying homes? People cannot afford these houses. The scary part I'm worried about is the people that bought the houses that cannot afford the homes and they're going foreclosure. That's the scary part. 360 payments, coming up with $9,000 to $10,000 a month to take care of a household is not a little bit of money. And you have to come up with 360 payments. You know, people do the 30-year mortgage. So let me see. We will see price of home in Columbia, South Carolina, which is close to me. Let's go to Zillow. Yeah, homes in Columbia, SC, y'all are expensive. You got the Fort Jackson, you got the military. Look at this. $375,000. Beaver Dam Road. Let me see. I don't think that's close to Fort Jackson. Y'all look at these houses. Look at this raggedy house right here. And they cut it 500. Look at that house need a roof on it. This is close to where I live. Look at this, $75,000 for a townhouse. These houses gonna sit here. Let's go to Charlotte. Oh, let's do Charleston, South Carolina, 2.2 million. Just look at this. The average person, y'all, just think about where you live at. Can't afford this. The thing is, say you can afford the house. Can you afford the upkeep on the house? Charleston, South Carolina, y'all, is very, very expensive. To be honest, with hurricanes and stuff coming through, I don't know why people would want to live that close to the edge of the on the coast. Because then you got to come inland. Then you got to have that high flood insurance, hurricane insurance. Then if you build a house, it got to be built a certain way. Nah, I'm good. $7.3 million right here. 7 bedrooms, 8 baths, 99,286 square feet. So I'm just showing y'all where I live at in South Carolina, how expensive stuff is. Let me see. Let's just look at Florida. Orlando, Florida. Oh, Lord have mercy. Can you afford the taxes? So this is why it's essential in people in life to try to get money. And let's look at some salaries out here in the tech field. Let's look at this remote. Y'all, when I teach students, when like undergrad and graduate, I say you going to school to get a degree, right? I said y'all going to school to get a degree to get paid. I said that's what we go to school for. We ain't going to school to look pretty. Let's see, remote. Let's see. Look at this. They have 115,000 jobs remote. I ain't even put nothing in. Look at this, 67. Let's just search. Let's put 200,000. Let's put tech. They have 6,900. We're going to go for the big boy money. Look at this, $250,000 a year, remote, vice president, front end, director, consultant, Oracle. Oh, look at this right here. One of y'all want to go apply to Oracle. Oh, y'all, and one of the funniest things I saw was Salesforce. No, what's the company that laid all the people off, then they want them to come back? Think Salesforce. I'm like, y'all are some idiots to think people you laid off will come work back for you. Get out of here. Let's see. Let's do tech consultant. This is a basic job right here. UKG, 80 to 90. Principal consultant, 100 to 130. Remote, 80 bands a year. Oracle. The money's out here. You just got to have experience level, and you need a degree. Salesforce consultant. Y'all, the money is out here. All the jobs, these jobs are the $145,000 right here. IBM Sterling consultant, $80 an hour. They're out here. Fifth Third Bank. And many of these jobs, y'all, are urgently looking for people. So if you thought about getting into the tech field, do it. Let's see. Since everybody want to be in cyber, look at this. Remote, 208,000. Meta, 185. Blockchain, 165. Education, high school diploma. Look at this. Now, since people say education ain't important, got to have 591. Oh, master's degree, 715. That's why that's to make the big boy money, got to have the graduate degree. GoDaddy, principal security engineer. Cyber security risks. So the jobs are out here. Y'all see live proof. So that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about with y'all. I like to cover all the topics. I talked about AI, the economy, and being audible. Audible. When I say being audible, have your money right, have your credit right. If you like me with the student loan stuff, I'm working out my own situation on it. Do not let what's going on out here in the real world, on news, deter you from how real it is out here, because it is scary. It's scary out here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through a couple of the comments, and we're gonna get on up out of here. Brandy. Oh, let me move that out of the way. Put this on something else in the background. Um, yeah. Oh, if y'all get the opportunity, I think Elon Musk, maybe he visited the border, but the border is a whole nother I could do 25 streams on the border. Very serious issue. Hey, how you doing, Brandy? Jasmine's in Houston. Yep. Expensive childcare. Doggy cares. If you have a pet too, the animal daycare is ridiculous too. Yeah, again, y'all buy everything. What you gonna do right now? Gifts, all that. Um, Christian, nice to see you again. Yep. Let's see what Christian says. Everything came back from Target. Yep. $107, and you look down and see what you got. It's like the items. It's like they're putting less in them too. Anyway, Whole Foods, yeah, ridiculous. I answered that about automation, nominally detection. I think Farida was referring to the stuff we were talking about. Yeah, Thomasville. Yeah, that's where they make that very expensive furniture. My parents bought some of it. That's how I know about it. Very expensive furniture. I still have it because my parents are passed on, and it's 20 something years old. And I dusted and cleaned it up, and it looks like the day they bought it back in 2000. You could tell very good furniture. It is heavy. So anytime you just can't bump in, not this ain't that Rooms to Go or that the other expensive furniture is Haverty's. Heavy furniture is very expensive and it lasts for decades. People pass that down the wheel. Everybody worked at TFI, and when it went to China, like no one knew what to do with themselves. I would love to see tech manufacturing come to those old factories. Well, maybe Joe them and the family, Jasmine, might turn it into one of those facilities to build chips, but I don't think people realize. I don't think people realize how much it's going to cost and how long it's going to take to build one of those semiconductor factories. Yep, that picture, 395,000, and you. Man, if I had that money, I would say, look, I'm gonna give you 350. So you ain't about to sell houses for a while anyway. Yep, same as my grandmother. So again, if you would like to book a consultation with me, excuse me, you could go to my let's see if I can remember this thing. Y'all had a long day. What is it? Calendar. Yeah, I did it wrong. If you would like to book a consultation with me, I do companies, I do personal, my Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm only on TikTok, y'all, to I upload my videos. I'm not on there. I can't get to it from here, but I'm on there to show other stuff. But my LinkedIn, I'm gonna put. You know what? I'm gonna put all this in the chat. Does AI have any job? Yeah, AI. That's what it's called. Nora has a good question. That's why it's called artificial intelligence. Somebody has to know what the technology does, Nora. So when it messes up, you can fix it. That is the main purpose of having a human there. Y'all, let me stop sharing this screen. I'm gonna go to my Google. So if you want to connect with me, this is my LinkedIn. Send me a shout out, send me a connection request. Let me get I'll put it in the chat. Also the calendar. I'm gonna get up off of here, y'all. I got some stuff to do. Why is it acting funny? I did the calendar one. Why is it acting like that? think because I did an update today. Anyways, and I was just on Instagram. So, and also, this is my Instagram. I'm always on here. Just reach out to me. If you go to my profile, you could click on the links too to find me too. So, again, thank you for that question, Nora. But yeah, you must, not you must, but yeah, the more you learn about AI, the more you can become like a prompt engineer, a large language model consultant. I mean, there are so many jobs, AI auditor, that AI is going to create. So again, I'm about to get off, but thank y'all for attending the live session. It will be here. And I will see y'all on the next one. But have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.